Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Tatawwar 2022 Final Awards Ceremony. I'm Samah Abdullah.
And I'm Maima Mushraf, and we're Tatawwar ambassadors.
We are pleased to welcome everyone here with us, everyone watching us live on Facebook, YouTube, and the Tatawwar website. This is going to be an exciting hour and probably the longest for our finalists as we relieve the winners. So what is Tatawwar? Tatawwar, meaning to develop in Arabic, empowers students to learn and apply future skills in areas of innovative design thinking, financial literacy, critical thinking, and social entrepreneurship. Tatawwar helps them take challenges they are facing in their communities and turn them into innovation opportunities. It is an interactive, online, and face-to-face program that brings together students aged from 15 to 18 years old, schools, parents, and the business community to innovate for a sustainable future by addressing the three United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, the SDGs, which are health and well-being, clean water and sanitation, and finally, the climate action. Tatawwar was developed in partnership with HSBC and Potential.com, a leading e-tech social enterprise.
Given the impact that Tatawwar has had on the communities across MENA, it has been recognized internationally, winning several prestigious awards in 2021. The program had won 2 gold awards at Gulf Sustainability Awards for Best Learning and Education Program and Best Community Development, a gold award for Most Effective Social Impact, and a silver award for the Team of the Year at International Business Excellence Awards, and a silver award at QS Wharton Reimagine Education Awards, a bronze award at the International CSR Excellence Awards, and was shortlisted in Global Good Awards for Educational Excellence and Special Judges Awards for Innovation categories. Yesterday, we had the final pitching and judging event where we had the chance to hear all of the amazing, innovative ideas from our 20 passionate finalists. The students have come a long way, having been shortlisted from a total of 5,320 applicants from across Algeria, Bahrain, Egypt, Kuwait, Oman, Qatar, and UAE. A special thank you to everyone who supported the students in this journey. I am joined by Shadi Bana, Chief Empowerment Officer at Potential.com. Shadi, over to you.
Thank you, Maima and Samah. We are so proud of you and the other ambassadors that have come out of the program over the last few years. It's inspiring observing you develop your skills, start and grow your businesses, build your profile as our future leaders. I would also like to thank you and your colleagues for paying it forward by supporting the next generation of youth in each new rollout of the program as you mentor and inspire them. HSBC had the foresight more than 5 years ago to invest in a program that reaches out to youth directly, empowering them to work on solutions to challenges that are being faced in their local communities, while at the same time using that method to engage the stakeholders in that process. So the program has been very successful in meeting all of the impact dimensions that were set out for it. And as Umaima was mentioning, has been recognized in 8 international awards as one of the best global community and learning initiatives. Joining me to discuss the program, its importance, and more are our partners, Sabreen Rahman, Managing Director, Head of Sustainability, Europe, Middle East, and Africa and HSBC, and Daniel Howlett, Regional Head of Commercial Banking, Middle East, North Africa, and Turkey at HSBC. Sabreen and Dan, thanks for joining us, and thanks for supporting the development of future skills in Tatawwar and many other programs that HSBC backs. Going to have a quick discussion with both Sabreen and Dan. So I'll start off by asking Sabreen a question. And Sabreen has been with us, of course, from the beginning. When we started Tatawwar, Sabreen, we challenged the status quo regarding how youth programs are usually rolled out. In particular, we decided that we wanted to reach the student community directly. How do you think this approach supported the students' engagements and development?
Well, thank you very much, Shadi, for involving me in today's session. And Firstly, I'd just like to say how proud I am of not only the program, but of every single student that has taken time and effort to really help take ownership of their own development. And also the 20 finalists today. Huge congratulations already to have gotten here out of over 5,000 students is no small feat. So you really should be proud of yourselves. To address your question, Shadi, I think what makes me so proud over the last few years is exactly how Tatawwar has helped develop students deliver and develop their own independence. And part of that has been with COVID and school closures and all of the challenges that has brought to most learning programs. But I think what has been really wonderful is to see how students have adapted, right? So what I've seen personally is that unfortunately, with many of our sessions now being virtual, students perhaps not having that level of support from their teachers, a program like Tatawwar has really given them the tools and the capacity and the capabilities for them to build what we call their own personal board of directors. They've gone out and engaged people, their teachers, the other students, their family members, to really become their champions along that journey. And I think that's absolutely fundamental. And that's what you need to succeed in the real world. You don't always have a strong support base. You need to build it yourself, and you need to have self-belief. And you need to bring and develop your own ecosystem around. And I think that's exactly what this has done. And what's wonderful is to see that ministries of education around the region have really seen the value of that personal branding, that personal leadership, and the individual development programs like Tatawwar promote, and will help us scale this further.
Beautifully said, and I totally concur, Sabrina. It's really, even though we did choose that strategy of the student first, and they take the initiative themselves, but today we are at a point where we have 9 government partners involved in the program, 4 ministries out of those 9 partners, hundreds of schools, teachers, and FabLabs engaged, and they were really engaged because of the commitment of their students around them. So it's a great new model, and I'm so happy that we've all seen how this has panned out. So thanks a lot for that, Sabrina. So Dan, over to you. You've had a successful and impressive career at HSBC. Given your extensive experience, what skills do you think were needed to get you to where you are today in your leadership role, and what would be the kind of skills you would suggest need to be developed in future leaders? And do you think that Tatawwar, given your also extensive experience with us in the program over the past few years, do you think that we are building tomorrow's minds and leaders?
Well, thanks, Shadi. I would never presume to lecture such an impressive audience, particularly the students, but it's been a long career so far of 32 years with HSBC. And when I think about, I guess, and reflect on my career, one thing I remember is when my kids were much smaller, they're a lot older now, we used to read a lot to them. And one of the books we read was Peter Pan, J.M. Barrie. And one thing that Peter Pan says is that all the world needs is faith, trust, and pixie dust. And those things are really important, I believe. And let me explain why. So to be successful in a career, you need empathy. It doesn't really matter how smart you are. It doesn't really matter, how good your ideas are. You need to, in whatever area or career you work, you've got to work with people, with one another. So the ability to understand the drivers of others and how you leverage this and work effectively as a collective is critical. We often talk about the total being greater than the sum of the parts. And I think that's due to that need to have a collective mindset and to be empathetic. And I think with empathy comes trust in one another and working as a team. And if we look at faith, this is the context of keeping constant to a cause and being resilient. As Sabrina said, the world is changing and never before has changed, being the new constant been so relevant. I've seen so many changes across the organisation I work for, both socially and geopolitically. And the ability to adapt and be agile and respond to that change, but come out stronger and more balanced as an individual is critical. We should always push ourselves out of our comfort zones. And this is something that all the participants at Tatawwar have genuinely done throughout the process. And I think, win or not, they will all be richer from that experience and will have developed a lot of skills from both a resilience and I think from a trust perspective. And it's about innovation and entrepreneurship. We all need this to thrive. And what I love about Tatawwar is the way in which they developed this through those social entrepreneurial skills. You think about a social entrepreneur, this is someone who pursues new applications and have the potential to solve problems that are not just individual problems, but problems for a community. They're prepared to take a risk. They're prepared to really put effort in to create positive changes, not just for themselves, but through society. And that's what we need as the world keeps changing and becomes ever more complex. People who are prepared to take risks, be brave, but are community-minded, solutions-oriented. I think the time to complain about problems is gone. You are the next generation, and you will have genuine opportunity to address some of these issues that we, the older generation, have created. But you need to believe you can do that, and you need to believe that you've got a toolkit ready for action. That's one of the wonderful things about Tatawwar. And in that context about innovation, entrepreneurship, I talked about pixie dust. I think what I mean by that is you should be unique and true to yourself. Don't be anyone else. Don't run anyone else's race. Run your own race. It's really hard to pursue a career if you're not true to yourself. But you're all unique individuals. You've all got that magic in you. So please retain that. And then if I look at the second part of your question, if I look at the ideas that our students develop, the progress they've made, and I've seen that every year that I've been involved with Tatawwar, I feel pretty confident at what we're seeing from a creativity perspective, the entrepreneurial flair, that drive, that ambition, that confidence from our young people is truly impressive. It's also very humbling. So I really do hope we'll see many of these students at HSBC in the future.
Beautiful. You see, everyone, you've got an invitation to keep on going in the journey and be one of the members of the leading bank in the world, one of the leading banks. Thank you, Sabrine and Dan. I mean, that's really inspiring and great. I'd like to thank you for your valuable insights. I'd like to thank everyone who was involved in this program, including the 15,000 plus, over 15,000 students that have been involved in the program to date. In particular, in them taking charge of their learning and taking charge of their future. That's what we're all really proud about. And whether those students made it to the finals or not, they've all taken those first steps in terms of really, as Dan was mentioning, having this approach about solving problems, taking things into their own hands. I'd also like to thank the various stakeholders, including schools, teachers, parents, volunteers, FabLabs, government bodies, and judges that have supported us and the students in this program. Empowerment thrives when stakeholders come together, and that's what we're seeing today in Tatawwar as a whole. Finally, I'd like to thank HSBC in particular for your support and commitment to this program and many others I know that you support, including one that's getting launched next week, the C3 program. So this is a continuous process of support and engagement. And this genuine commitment to social impact and sustainable development is what we really need to see now more than ever from corporates like HSBC. So thank you all. Thanks, everyone. And back to the hosts for today.
Thank you, Sabrine, Dan, and Shadi. That was really insightful. And now I'd like to hand over the mic to Muslim Mubarak, Manager Corporate Sustainability at HSBC, who will take you through the 2022 highlights.
Thank you, Umayma. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm overjoyed to be here today. Tatawwar holds a very special place in all of our hearts here at HSBC for obvious reasons, of course. But the program also placed a spotlight on all the students and pushed them to their limits, allowing them to venture out, really dig deep to find the most creative solutions in the sometimes most not thought about problems that we face every single day. For that, we are thankful, we are grateful, and we're honored to be a part of your big day. The acceleration of the program for the top 20 finalists has been delivered over the past 3 weeks. The students worked around the clock to further develop their prototypes through accessing the fabrication labs in their respective cities. Our finalists also attended 2 weekly webinars containing 7 advanced topics, such as what investors look for, innovating for a better future, financial modeling, developing business models, and the art of storytelling. These webinars are tailored to support our students build their social entrepreneurship skills and future careers. Today, we celebrate a 6-month-long journey of leadership, creativity, and independence. The finalists have worked extremely hard on their business models. These models actively contribute to social and environmental concerns, given the global sustainability is a driving force behind how we currently work and how we navigate through life and how we live. This cohort helps to carve out the most progressive and pragmatic route to a shared future. Our class of 2021 and 2022 have developed potential solutions that are crucial to achieving some of our SDG-linked goals. The resilience, adaptability, and ownership they've demonstrated are absolutely the most important skills required to thrive and to shine. Without further ado, it's my absolute pleasure to introduce to you our 4th cohort of Impact Innovators. Students, turn on your mics and turn on your cameras. Our first finalist is the very calm Abdullah Adil from Bahrain with Social Filter.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Abdullah Adil. I'm from the Kingdom of Bahrain, and my project that I've been working on for the past 6 months is a water filtration system that turns salt water into drinking water while using solar energy and preserving all minerals inside the produced water.
Thank you, Abdullah. Next, we have the very confident Ahmed Masjoub from Qatar with geodesic housing.
Hello everyone, my name is Ahmed Masjoub and I want to revolutionize housing starting with a geodesic dome.
Thank you, Ahmed. Now we have the very intuitive Ajwan Al-Adib from Kuwait with her blood test result app, ICUR. Next we have, my apologies. Next we have the very intuitive Ajwan Al-Adib from Kuwait with her, my apologies. Is Ajwan on? Okay. Our next finalist is the focused Amr Surur from Qatar with Solar Ride.
Hi everyone, I'm Surur and I want to spread the use of solar power with transport by using solar-powered electric scooters.
Thank you, Amr. Now we have our passionate Ananya Thakur from the UAE with Good Work.
Hi everyone, I'm Ananya. I'm a 16-year-old based in the UAE, and my app Good Work uses your good karma to plant trees in the areas of the world that need them the most.
Thank you, Ananya. And now here's the curious Anas Bukhari from Algeria with MPR Mobile Plastic Recycling.
Hi, my name is Anas Bukhari. I'm from Algeria, and my project is MPR, a mobile plastic recycling machine that runs on solar energy.
Thank you, Anas. Next, we have the creative Badr Qasim from Kuwait with Arki Eco.
Hello, my name is Badr, and my project is an architectural firm that uses eco-friendly materials and renewable energy.
Thank you, Badr. Our next finalist is the imaginative Christopher Ethan Tan from Oman with Auxilium Terra.
I'm from Singapore and I live in Oman. My idea is to turn polluted plastic and turn it into reusable plastic filament for 3D printing.
Thank you, Christopher. And now we have the analytical Hagar Hassan from Egypt with enhanced eco-green system.
Hey everyone, this is Hagar Hassan from Egypt. My project is focusing on the goal number 13 in the Sustainable Development Goals, climate action. It recycles efficient byproducts and high efficient construction of eco-brick and clean energy.
Thank you, Hagar. Our next finalist is the very resourceful Ismail Amr from Egypt with Empower Platform.
Hello, everyone. I'm Ismail, a young leader from Egypt, and my solution is all about empowering people to maximize their impact.
Thank you, Ismail. Now we have the eloquent Lujain Ramuzi from Egypt with microplastic water filter.
Hi, my name is Lujain Ramuzi. I'm from Egypt, and my idea was to create a filter that removes microplastics from water. Thank you.
Thank you, Lujain. Next, we have the scientific Mahar Al-Khatib from Bahrain with Aquilter.
Hi everyone, I'm Mahar Bilal from Bahrain, and my idea is to filter and use the water coming from seas, whether it was excess or dripping. Thank you.
Thank you, Mahar. Now we have the very practical Mariam Abeda from Oman with GPS tracking band for safety.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Mariam Ubeda and I'm from Oman. And my idea is a GPS tracking band affordable for everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Mariam. Our next finalist is always the first to respond, Nuran Sayed from Egypt with EcoWave Power.
Hi everyone, I'm Nuran Sayed from Egypt, and my project is basically talking about taking advantage of oceans, waves and seas waves also to generate electricity. Thank you.
Thank you, Nuran. Next, we have the optimistic Roda Kaberia from Algeria with Ghaith Filter. All right. Next, we have the persistent Sainat Amarikandan from the UAE with Marine Robot Cleaner and Plastic Cleaner app.
Hello everyone, my name is Sainab. I'm from United Arab Emirates, studying in Gems and Added Indian School, Abu Dhabi. My idea is the marine robot cleaner, which could be used to collect waste from the floating surface of water.
Thank you, Sainat. Next, our finalist is the energetic Tim Azzouz from the UAE with MoneyFit. Our next finalist is the knowledgeable Yunus from Algeria with TSC Service.
Hello, everyone. My name is Yunus Abdsamia from Algeria. I'm working on innovative and sustainable service that uses up-to-date technology to facilitate the recycling process.
Thank you, Yunus. Unfortunately, Yusuf wasn't able to join us today. However, we would still like to show you what he was working on. This is Clean World from Yusuf, representing Egypt. And now for our final student, we have the inquisitive Zainab El Mirza from Bahrain with recycling of plastic waste to produce building materials.
Hello everyone, I'm Zainab Al Mirza from the Kingdom of Bahrain, and my idea is to recycle plastic waste to produce building materials.
Thank you so much. The following finalists have actively contributed in instrumental key achievements over the past 3 years and would like to share their story with you. Over the past 4 years, we've had over 15,000 applicants from 3,000 schools, over 7 countries in the MENA region. The program had 28,000 followers and 200 million media impressions. More than 30,000 students watched the online webinars, and over 900 took part in the semi-final workshops in various fabrication labs in their cities. Through this journey, we saw teachers supporting their students to build their ideas and their learning along with them. We saw fathers and mothers building prototypes with their children. We saw volunteers supporting their pitch ideas, building their future skills and structures with their financial models. And we had ministries of youth and education encouraging them, and more than 100 judges selecting the most promising ideas. This journey wouldn't have been possible with each and every one of you. A massive thank you to everybody involved. I would like to leave you all with a quote by one of my favorite actors of all time. Will Smith once said, "No matter how talented you are, your talent will fail you if you're not skilled. Skill is achieved through practice, working hard, and dedicating yourself to being the best at what you do every single day." This embodies the program Tatawwar and everything that it stands for. The program provided you with all of the tools and skills you need to prosper, and it was up to you to take those skills and run with it. And boy, did you run with it. The sweat, blood, and tears, not only did it show, but also mastering your own creativity and your skillful way of coming about your projects and your ideas really shone through. This shows us that the future really is bright and tomorrow's minds will indeed be cultivated. Dom, over to you.
Thank you, Moza. Wow, what a phenomenal 4 years. I must confess that I'm very, very emotional today. When we started building the program and piloting it, we aimed to bring the best empowerment platform to the youth across the region. However, what the program achieved was far beyond my expectation. And for that, thank you to everyone who believed in the mission and vision we had. We can all talk about the great work that Tatawwar does, but no one is better equipped to do that than our previous finalists and winners, Umayma and Samah. Could you please turn your cam on and mics as well? First of all, thank you for being with us today and seeing the finals. I'm thrilled and proud to have you among us. I will start with Umayma. Umayma, just a straightforward question to you. What happened after Tatawwar and where are you today?
Thank you so much for the question and of course for having me today with you. Before I begin to answer that, I just want to say how much of an absolute honor it is to be here today. I'm overwhelmed with the energy, the dedication, the excitement, the hard work, and all of the time and efforts combined from all of us gathered here. HSBC, the potential team, our judges, the students and their parents, all of you that are watching us, and of course, our incredible finalists. I've had an amazing journey with Tatawwar, and I joined the second cohort of 2019-2020. Today, I am proud to say that nothing has pushed me more towards achieving my goals and has led me to where I am today with the tremendous support, education, and experiences I've had through my years with Tatawwar. Now, here's a little backstory about me. I had participated in the second edition of the program, and I didn't actually make it to the top 3, but I did make it as the top 20 finalists. Like all of our finalists today, I felt anxious before the results were announced. My head was filled with racing thoughts, and I felt like I had a huge lump in my throat. It was nerve-wracking. After the winners were announced and I found out that I didn't make it, I felt really disappointed in myself, and I didn't know how I could face everyone that was cheering for me. I felt like I failed and that was it. But that feeling sucked, and it didn't last. Feeling that way is totally normal. But it's what you do after a fall that determines the way you get back up. So I focused on moving forward and I kept going. And that was one of the best decisions I've ever made. Doing that has led me to found my company, YouthWave MENA, where we support early stage startups and empower young entrepreneurs from the region. I'm also now an advisory board member at Savvy, and we're the first neobank for teens in the GCC. To all of our finalists, here's a message for you. I made a decision to believe in myself and to keep going. I learned that I had to make that decision first because no one else was going to for me. And once you make that decision for yourself, you'll realize how many supportive people you have around you and how many there are that believe in you, and you'll realize that you can. Regardless of making it to the top 3 or not, you are all winners. So congratulations to all 20 finalists. You have made us proud and you've done incredible throughout. Wishing you all the best. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Umayma. Wow, what a journey, right? And how proud are you today?
Very proud.
Congratulations
Really
to everything you achieved, Umayma. We are very proud of you as well. And now I move to Samah. I met Samah, I think 3 years ago when before COVID, travel was still allowed, and this was in Oman. And Samah had this finger all through the way where pitching her idea. Samah, can you tell us about WMS? What is WMS? Where are you today, and what the future is holding for you?
Okay, so first of all, let me express how much my heart is racing right now. I mean, my heart is beating so fast from excitement, from passion, and from energy. Like the first day I joined Tatawwar, like the finals, like when I was waving my finger like that, I was very excited and I was very passionate about my idea. Little did I know that was really a beginning of something great or something that can be very big. After Tatawwar, I actually joined an incubation program and I become from its top 3. This incubation program, the other top 2 was like people's in their 40s and 30s. And I was like, I'm 19 years old and I am pitching for my idea. And the judges were saying, how old are you? Like, how old are you? So my first advice to everyone, never take your age as a no. Make your own representation in every place. So I'm always the youngest in every meeting or in every incubation program, but yet I leave an impact. I get from what I've learned in Tatawwar. So I joined an incubation program, becoming one of its top 3. I joined another incubation program and I got the best business plan. Actually, our application, WMS, which is short for Water Money Saver, that helps citizens to save water in their daily life through 5 services, and e-commerce for water saving tools, an educational system to help people learn how to save water in their daily life and how to use these water saving tool, a tracking and evaluation system for water consumption, and the 4th service is a consulting services in terms of the interior design and the mechanical design of our water saving tools, and the 5th one is an awards for our active users. Our app has now reached 1,000 downloads. We affected more than 1,000 people. We raised awareness among like 1,092 people. We actually now legally registered. So WMS is officially registered. We have our our legal documents, and yeah, our teams is growing and we are growing and our passion is growing as well. So my dear students, my dear finalists, this is just the beginning. There is a long journey waiting for you. So I'm very proud of you and wishing you all the best.
Thank you, Samah and Umayma, for sharing this amazing journey. Obviously, very, very proud of you, Samah, and where you reach. From a small pitch in the boardroom to having your own company is something to celebrate every single day. Well done, you. And now, allow me to pass and thank our judges. I'd like to thank you for your generous time and advice. May I please ask you to all turn on your cameras, please? And I will start with Hugh Martin from the British University in Dubai. Hugh, you've been with us and you've been supporting the program for the past 3 years. There's something that makes you come back, I think, because you're here today. Could you tell us why you continue supporting Tatawwar and what is really about these finalists that keeps you coming back to us?
Thank you, Dominique, for that. It's kind of you. And it's a great privilege, I should say, for me to represent the British University in Dubai for the last 3 years. And as others have said, I would want to thank HSBC in this region, as well as Potential for this incredible competition. It's very easy for me to say why I keep coming back, because of the quality of the students. I've been lucky. I've seen 3 years. And I remember the first year I was involved, it was literally the day before COVID lockdown was announced that we were judging the semi-finals in person, and I really missed meeting the students. But look, technology has allowed us to meet students from all over the North Africa and Middle East region. And what I've noticed is Tatawwar in Arabic, as you've said before, means to develop. And the development I've seen already in these years across this program. Last year is a perfect example. We had some fantastic ideas, a lot of which were around mental health. If you remember, I commented on it at the time. And that was understandable given what all of us, and particularly students, were dealing with in lockdown. This year, the message has been of hope. And without giving anything away, I've been so impressed with the quality and the practicality of the ideas which we've seen in the finalists. Less app-based, more practical, dealing with issues which are really, really, or should be in our minds, aside from COVID, which is climate change, plastics, litter, issues that are going to involve all of us, even at my age, but particularly all of the students who have to inherit the planet that we're giving them. And that has been, not just hopeful for us, but it's been inspiring. And I think, if I'm lucky enough to do another year, who knows if I'll be invited back. I can't wait to see how Tatawwar develops even more, and how people like the ambassadors, Amaima and Sama particularly, who represent previous generations, will go on to take ideas into the real world.
Thank you, Hugh. I couldn't agree more. And you were right. Mental health last year was striking, and it was worrying at a certain point as well. So I'm glad to see this year more on climate, obviously, with whatever is happening is crucial. Thank you so much for keep on coming and keep on supporting the program. I'd like to pass to Sheikha Bouti from the Ministry of Youth and Sports Affairs in Bahrain. The involvement of the Ministry of Youth in Bahrain has been really vital, Sheikha. What do you see in Tatawwar that is different from other probably youth initiatives that you have been involved in?
Yes. Thank you, Dominique. First of all, I would like to take this opportunity to thank all the organizers of Tatawwar program, because you are not just planning and organizing the program, but you are executing it with a passion and making it a huge success. Actually, as a representative of Ministry of Youth and Kingdom of Bahrain, we can see that you are, through Tatawwar program, are creating a big awareness through our young leaders in our region. Most of them now, they are aware about what is sustainable development goals, and they have a great project and they tackled different issues that we all need to solve or to have an ideas to solve it. We are happy that from Kingdom of Bahrain, we have more than 300 applicants, and from them, 45 shortlisted to the program, and 3 they have reached the 20 top finalists. We are here to support all the youth, all the young leaders in this project. And something I wanted to say, a message to our young leader: take this program as an advantage. Your experience, the knowledge you get, the friendship you make, this is the power you have now to make a big difference in your life. Keep dreaming, keep working in your project, because small steps of changes can make a big difference in all our life and other lives. Thank you. We wish you all the best in your project and even in your life after Tatawwar program.
Thank you so much, Sheikha. I couldn't agree more. And this is actually one of our objectives, to catalyze a movement within our youth in order for them to be able to tackle these challenges we're facing in our days. Fantastic. Thank you, Sheikha. I'd like to pass on to Dr. Zina Hojay from Zayed University. Zena, I know how important are such programs for the students. And this is particularly to build their university's portfolios and application. What advice you have to the finalists today or the wider community watching us on how to showcase the impact of Tatawwar in their application?
All right. Hello, everybody. I have to start by saying that it's such a pleasure and an honor to be part of this very impactful initiative. This is my second year, and it's been such a great involvement for me. It's such a wonderful experience to see all these young people and the energy they have. And I have to commend them actually on the amazing levels of self-leadership and initiative that they have, and the focus. To be so young and so focused is so impressive. And to be the top 20 out of 5,000 plus applicants this year, I mean, this doesn't matter really who the top 3 are. And I think everybody keeps saying this. I mean, this in itself is just such a huge achievement. What we saw this year, what I saw this year also, and I will echo this also, you started on this, the quality of projects were different. Last year was more technology based, more, we had a lot of apps. I think we were in the middle still of the online immersion that everybody was going through. You know, education is still fully online worldwide. This year, as we went back to our semi-normal somehow, we saw this year a good mix of very nice projects, actual products, actual, you know, and we did see some technology because, I mean, we all know there's no going back, but it's nice to see that we've gone back to topics that are, you know, less technology focused, more on the environment, more on sustainability and so on. And so I think all these young people should be very proud of themselves, and they should not stop. As everybody had said, this is just the beginning. Whether you are in the top 3 or not, this passion that you put into your projects that we saw, this drive, this great motivation, keep that in you, and keep that in whatever you do after today, whether you continue with these projects or in your university studies. This is a great experience, and I think you will only value this experience in hindsight, because now you're excited, you're nervous, you're in the middle of it, we're at the finals. I think once things settle down and you reflect, and you should all reflect, you will see what you have done, and you will feel even prouder of yourself, as we are very proud of you. It's lovely to see, you know, such young people doing something so amazing.
Absolutely, Zena. Thank you very much for your second years of commitment. I'd like to pass on to Fadi Al-Laham. He's from the Ministry of Education and Higher Education in Qatar. Fadi, having the Ministry of Education part of the program is crucial for the youth, because this shows the importance of the program. How do you see Tatawwar supporting the student in their education journey?
First of all, you know, just want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to be part of this initiative. Honestly, it's amazing. There are no words can express basically how excited I am being part of this whole thing. And I want to thank you in the name, my name and the name of my team in the Office of the Academic Career Counseling in the Ministry of Education in Qatar, because our goal is working with the students and bringing as many initiatives basically to support them, to help them, you know, shape their future and put like a nice roadmap basically to where they're going to go. And you guys have done an amazing job as HSBC and Potential by basically unleashing their creativity and helping them shape their ideas and make it a reality, and at the end also helping them bring it to life, not just only put the ideas, build it, work on it, and even at the end they have a product to basically use out there. And especially with education right now, students are getting tired of the old-fashioned education, books and studying. There's so much interaction, there's so much hands-on, and this is the only way students are going to learn. So with this initiative, basically, it's giving them the power of success. That's the best way I can explain it. So for all the students, basically, that you're involved, you are winners already. Just taking the first step to participate, that's the most important step. So, and then we're here to support you. I'm sure I can speak in everybody's name, HSBC, Potential, the whole team, judges, that we're always going to be here to support you, because this is the main thing in your life. You know, having a degree, with all respect, that just put it on the wall doesn't mean anything. It's how you're going to take this opportunity to basically take what you've learned and put it into reality. And I've been with Tatawwar since the first year they started, when it was actually hands-on live here in Qatar when we the first. And it's amazing to see the students' eyes. It's just like there's something in there, and they get so excited because somebody is actually believing in them. And that's another important thing. By doing this whole thing, you're giving them, yes, you're showing them that we believe in them. You're giving them enough faith in themselves to keep going, and you're supporting them all the way through. So again, I want to thank you all. I want to thank all the judges. And again, for the students, no matter what, if you become first, second, third place today or what, you're already a winner, okay? All your projects were amazing. And the most important thing to me, especially for the last 2 years, I've noticed there's so much focus on how to protect the environment, how to take care of the environment. And this is the most amazing thing right now. And this is another major topic we need basically to focus on. So again, thank you all. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to be part of this amazing event, and looking forward for more years to come, actually.
Thank you, Fadi, and thank you for all the support all over the years. And last but surely not least, Medea Nocentini. Medea, I know how much social entrepreneurship is dear to your heart, since you are one of them. You've been not only a judge, but as well delivering the key skills of social entrepreneurship, and your session was one of the most rated among the students. You are as well even part of a venture capital. My question to you is, how much do you see our students being able to crowdfund their idea? Because probably going to a venture capital now is really very early, but do you think they have the basic of crowdfunding in order to bring their idea to the next level?
Thank you, Dom, and thank you, Potential HSBC, for always inviting me to this amazing program. First of all, I want to say that I was already amazed by the energy and the grit and the curiosity of all the students during the session. It's always the same experience. I really love to see how interactive and how curious they are, and I thank all of the students for that. It's super important. The next generations of leaders are the ones that will save us from all the challenges that we are facing nowadays. And I don't even remember what I was doing when I was 18, 19, probably playing in some woods in northern Italy. So I'm amazed and mesmerized by what they come up in terms of solutions to the biggest challenges we face as humanity. So first of all, congratulations to all of you. And when it comes to investment, as Dominic mentioned, I have two hats. I'm the founder of C3. We are running entrepreneurship programs for impact-driven entrepreneurs. The biggest one supported by HSBC. Thank you all for that. And as a venture capitalist, I'm seeing as impact-driven entrepreneurs, but perhaps a little bit more commercially focused. And I will say all of the students are ready to go out there and start their business and fundraise, not only from crowdfunding, which is a fantastic idea, if the solutions they have is, let me say, customer-oriented, what we call B2C, business to consumer. That's a very good idea, but don't wait, just go out because your ideas are ready. The social entrepreneurs and the entrepreneurs we see out there, we work with every day, one of which is Savi. I'm so glad to know that Maima is part of their board. They were just part of one of our program. You are ready. Don't wait. The world needs your help. So it's very important to go out there, start, and whatever funding source is more appropriate for the type of your business, then you go after that. And it's a tough, very demanding journey, so never give up. Be prepared psychologically, mentally. It's hard work, and it's sometimes helped by serendipity, but it's mainly really hard work, teamwork. So be ready for that. And I remember, I think it's Warren Buffett that said, the harder I work, the luckier I get. So I would say start rolling up your sleeves and go out there and fundraise, crowdfund, knock on every single door. Of course, this group of people will be there for you, but there is so much goodwill out there. Don't be shy.
And you promised as well to make some connection, right?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
We have so many more.
First. Your door
Absolute.
first, Medea.
Please.
Thank you very much. And thank you again for all the judges, for your time and every single thing you do for the program. And now I'd like to pass to Daria German. Whoever do not know Daria, she's this lady behind the scene, collecting all the presentation, connecting with the student, ensuring that they are ready for their big day today. Daria, over to you, and thank you for all the efforts you do behind the scenes.
Thank you so much, Dom. I'm already very emotional hearing the students' presentations, waiting with them for their results. And during these 4 years, what I'm really, really glad to see is that the teachers are getting more and more involved. So I would really like to thank all the teachers. I wish I could mention all of them, but I'll just mention the ones that had the most participants in this rollout. So I'll start with the UAE. GEMS Education had 135 students registering. And here I really special shout out to Natasha Kaushal, Assistant Principal for Innovation and Social Responsibility in National School GEMS Arbarsha, with over 85 herself. Of course, we are so happy and glad to have 65 students from National Charity School from Dubai and Sharjah. In Egypt, from STEM schools, we had over 200 students. And we mentioned already Bahrain as one of the great markets, and we have Umayma coming from Bahrain as well. We had 66 students from one school, which is Al Hekma International School. So here's another shout out to Dina Matar, University Counselor, Business Coordinator. Thank you, Dina. And we had 32 students from Creativity Private School. And this is our last shout out to Christian Kayago, business and accounting teachers. And I mean, his close work with the students, him motivating them. He had 2 finalists today. So that's really amazing. I'm really glad. So all the teachers who contributed, we're going to be sending you your certificates soon. And now over to you, Sama.
Thank you, Daria, and our esteemed judges for all the support and time dedicated behind the scene. It is now the moment we all have been waiting for. Dan, over to you.
Thank you very much. And yeah, you're absolutely right. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. But before I announce our 3 winners, I'd like to remind all of our finalists that, you know, there's a great quote from a Canadian author and lecturer called Bob Proctor, who talks about the importance of a positive self-image. And the quote is, persistence is a unique mental strength. It's a strength that's essential to combat the fierce power of the repeated rejections and obstacles that you will face, and are all part of winning in a fast-moving, ever-changing world. And I think it's come through in everything we've talked about today, that need to continue to be persistent and to not give up. That is a skill in itself. So for every one of you, the projects exemplify the goals we set for this competition from the start. It's all about furthering that spread of social entrepreneurship, taking a challenge and turning it into an opportunity, and focusing on the power of youth on social good. So many, many congratulations to everyone who took part in the program, and for every participant who spent the last few months building something that's truly been awesome. We can't give a prize to all of you, as you know, but we really do truly appreciate you all. Now, before I announce the winners, I do want to make a couple of other special awards. And whilst these students didn't come in the top 3 in the overall scoring, the judges also want to ensure they are recognised. So a special judges award goes to Ismail Ahmad Gamal from Egypt and his youth empowering platform to donate and give back to the community. So many congratulations from all of us, particularly the judges, Ismail.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that.
And then an outstanding presentation award to Ahmed Majoub from Qatar and that fantastic geodisc housing project that you undertook. Anything about housing and making it better to give those who are in need a better sense of security and safety wherever they are is truly impressive. So again, many congratulations, Ahmed.
Thank you very much, sir, for this opportunity.
No, congratulations. I love your background there as well. It looks very nice. If I could ask everyone to sort of go on camera for this last moment, that would be fantastic, so we can see everyone as we go to the final announcement of the 3 winners of the 2021-2022 cohort of Tatawwar, Building Tomorrow's Minds. And in 3rd place, this was our appreciated that we'd be having a drum roll. So, unfortunately, Abdullah has advised he can't open his camera. But Abdullah, from on behalf of all of us, your idea for a solar filter and that supply to millions of people clean drinking water while saving the environment, we were really impressed with its simplicity and its elegance, and also the impact it could bring. So many congratulations. The fact we can't see you doesn't make the your idea any less worthy. Well done.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's really an honor to be here. Just to be here, it's a great opportunity, and congratulations to everyone who's made it to this time.
Well done, Abdullah. Thank you very much. Very generous words. And in 2nd place, this was our. And this is from, again, Bahrain. This is Zainab Mirza and her idea of recycling plastic waste to produce building materials to solve many environmental issues, as well as reducing energy consumption and pollution. Many congratulations, Zainab.
Thank you very much. Actually, it's my honor to be here today, and I'm so glad that I was part in Tatawwar program.
Well done, well done. It's a great idea. Hopefully we'll see it brought to life very, very soon, wherever we are.
I hope.
And I guess finally, and in 1st place, and a standout award for the judges. This is, I'm going to build the suspense here. This was all around microplastic water filters, and Lujan Ramouzi, very many congratulations to you.
Thank you so
well
much.
done.
Like, I don't even know what to say. Thank you a lot.
Well, we know that there are 24 trillion pieces of plastic in our oceans today. So your program is going to have a lot of work to do. That's 50 billion bottles of plastic water floating in our oceans that we need to get rid of. So congratulations. Well done.
Thank
well
you
done
so much. Like, I don't even have words right now. Like, I'm too, no words.
Well, you genuinely look like you haven't practiced your Oscar-winning face for sure.
No,
but look, many congratulations. It's lovely to see that things are a surprise. Well done, well done. Well, it was the judges were really impressed again with the simplicity of something that is an incredibly complex program that affects us all. So many congratulations, and really thank you to everyone for joining us today. A final congratulations to all our finalists and all our winners. And I think I'm handing over now to Omaima.
Thank you. Congratulations to our top 3 winners once again. And of course, to all of our finalists. You have been amazing. Thank you everyone for joining, and thank you so much for having me. To close off, here is a summary video of the program.